What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. I wanted to talk today a little bit about finding and receiving simple feedback. I know for me, feedback in the past was intimidating. It was difficult to hear what I wasn't doing well. I think I would personalize it. And I'll be honest, I had a fixed mindset, right? To me, once I heard that I wasn't good at something, it would be almost like, I can't improve it. I suck at this, versus seeing it as like the reality that I may not be good at it right now, but I can improve, right? And so if you are someone that is intimidated by feedback, you don't know where to start, maybe you never even had a feedback conversation before, I created a simple feedback session outline to help you go ahead and get started with creating some feedback sessions, but also set up this video to walk through it and give you 4 steps to finding and receiving some simple feedback. So go ahead and stick with me. So step number 1, set yourself up for success. So this is all about making sure you take time to reflect and prepare for your conversations. So that includes writing down list of questions that you would like to ask and get insights on, making a list of potential people that can provide you with this feedback, making a template of a message that you can send these folks so that way you could be prepared once you're ready and selected. I also would suggest that you do a little bit of research on all the people that you did list out so that way you can get some additional insights, and maybe that will provide you with some additional questions to ask. But making sure that you are thinking through what this process is going to look like so you can arm yourself with information, walk into these sessions confidently, and keep yourself focused on the ultimate goal here, which is just to find and receive some good, helpful, impactful feedback. Step number 2, make sure you find the right source. So finding the right source for feedback is going to be critical. If you go to the wrong people, they can end up demoralizing you, projecting their own insecurities and limitations onto you, right? And so it's important that you select the right folks. I suggest that you select a possible manager or someone that you report to, a potential mentor or someone that you really highly respect, and someone in a position that you aspire to get to. Right. If you don't have any of those people in your lives, then consider reaching out to a therapist, consider reaching out to a coach, or if you have anyone that you've just recently connected with that you think can provide you with insights, go ahead and reach out to those folks. So, as an example, I met a young brother recently at the dog park. We connected. It was a good conversation around like goals in life. I sent him some free resources and we went our separate ways. I would recommend to that young brother that he reach out to someone like me, right? I can provide a little bit of feedback, some insights that can help get him started on his personal development journey. So, step number 3, receive, don't respond. I know sometimes when people are giving us information about ourselves, it can be easy to get into a defensive mode and try to defend our stance, try to get people to understand where we were coming from. I understand that and I get it, but this is not the place for that. This is not a place where we're going to try to be right, to try to prove to that person that their perspective on us is wrong, right? We're going here to receive information and take the honest truth that this person can provide, right? And so it's important that you just sit back, you listen, you receive the info, and you get curious, ask questions, get in that growth mindset, and get curious about ways that you can improve, ask for specifics, right? And then you can circle back later. If you feel like the feedback isn't aligned, if there's something that you need to clear up, you can circle back another time. But this is not the time and place to fight back and go back and forth. When we're trying to seek feedback, if people have to fight us to give us the truth, we're setting ourselves up for failure, right? Who is going to fight with someone to try to provide them with insights that could be helpful to them? It's exhausting, right? Don't be that person. Take a step back, listen, allow these people to give you their feedback. And remember, you chose them because you admire them, you trust them, and you respect them. And so allow them to speak their truth and provide you with insights that I think could be very beneficial for you. Step number 4, take action. So you've gone through your feedback sessions, you've written down all the notes, right? Now you should take about 30 minutes or so. It doesn't have to be the same day, obviously, but schedule it as soon as you can and spend some time looking over the feedback. Identify the key themes in all the feedback that you received, right? Is it time management? Can you be a better collaborator, right? Are you showing up enthused whenever you're in this space with the people that provided you with some feedback. So if time management, for example, is one of the key themes, well, you need to set some goals associated with that. Set some time in the future to check in on yourself and see if you've made progress, and maybe even circle back to the people that provided you with that feedback to see if you've made progress on that front as well. Right. So making sure that you take action on the feedback you received so you can make the changes necessary. Right. That's the final step in this process. Those are my 4 steps for finding and receiving some simple feedback. Again, my goal here was to simplify the process, make it a little bit smoother for you so you're not as intimidated by the feedback process, or you just have a very, very simple and effective way to get started. Like I said, in the future, I will have a deeper and more robust, nuanced conversation around feedback. But for now, I want to keep it simple and give you some tools to help you go and get started on your personal development journey. If this was helpful for you, give it a like, share it with anybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Talk to you soon. Peace.